Tonight, so Parashat Toledot, so we'll speak a little bit of the laws of inheritance, Yerusha. So the Parashat Pinchas, it says explicitly in the Psukim, what is the order of inheritance after a person dies, who gets his belongings, who gets his money. So the Torah says obviously sons come first. If a person doesn't have sons, then his daughters get. But if there's daughters and there's sons, obviously the sons get first. And even amongst the sons, you have to have first priority to the firstborn. Firstborn gets a double portion. So imagine if you have three brothers, one's the oldest, you act as if there's four brothers, and the oldest brother gets two portions, the other ones get a regular portion. That's what it means, he gets a double portion. This is all in Siman Resh Ayin Vav, Resh Ayin Zayin, Chosh Mishpat. But firstborn has to be specific type of firstborn. He cannot be, but he's born cesarean. If he's born cesarean, then he doesn't have a status from the Torah of a bechor, of a firstborn, to get double portion. And also the Mishnah tells us in Masechet Bava Batra and Masechet Bechorot that it's really only on muchzak, on things that the father has right now, things that are ra'ui, things that are going to come to the father in the future, that the bechor doesn't have the firstborn right over. So therefore, only what exactly is in the hands of the father gets a double portion. Anyways, if you have daughters and sons, the daughters don't get anything. As in our community they say, let their husband take care of them. But the sons they continue the name of the father. And if there's no sons and there's no daughters, so then you go to the person's father. If the person who passed away has a father, so then it goes to his father. And if that father's not around, so then you go to the brothers of the father. You go to the uncles. And if the uncles have children, so their children. If the uncle's not here, they're their children. And so on and so forth. You keep going up and sideways until there's no person that has no inheritor. There's always so many of the Jews are related, and there's no such thing as a Jew who doesn't have a relative. And therefore, the Rambam says you could go all the way up to the tribes. You have Reuven, Shimon, Levi, Yehuda, all the way up to there. Every Jew is related. So therefore, no such thing a person who has no inheritor. There's only one person who has no inheritors. That's a ger. A convert, he loses all his relations to all his family members when he converts. He's the only person that has no yoresh, who has no inheritor. But it's important to pay attention to these laws because we don't want any surprises. You should educate yourself, and whoever has family members who are near that stage of life, they should prepare in advance and already know the halachot. That way they don't get shocked. In America, it's very easy to fall into the trap of the daughter demanding inheritance because according to the Torah, she doesn't. In American law, they say you do. And then she's, God forbid, going to take to court the other brothers. And if she takes the court to court the other brothers, from the Torah, she's stealing from them. So therefore, a person has to be clear with what the Torah says. Another example is a wife. A wife doesn't inherit her husband after he dies. But the wife dies, the husband inherits the wife. So this is another situation where it could lead to American law versus Torah law. You have to know what the Halacha says. There's an interesting story I saw that the Gemara says that Pinchas ben Yair was very honest, very honest rabbi, and he's so honest that even his animal was very holy. His animal wouldn't eat hay that wasn't maaser taken from, and the Gemara says he used to rent out his donkey. And when he rented out his donkey, he had to put the money in the donkey's pouch. And he would go home by himself. You didn't have to pay anybody, you just put the money, he would go home. But if you didn't put the right amount of money, the donkey wouldn't leave. He wouldn't move. He would wait until you put the right amount of money. If he felt that you lied to him, that you tried to trick him, he wouldn't go home. He would wait, be stubborn, and only then he would go home. So maybe that's what they say, the joke, that also the rabbi or the person who gets converted, if you're very holy, you'll know how much is inside. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen.